tutorial on the Parabolic SAR indicator. Now, Parabolic SAR actually stands for stop and reverse, and the idea, if you look here at all of these dots, the idea is that simply when price bars are above the dots, and let me expand this a little bit so you can see, when the price bars are above the dots, one should still be long the market, and when price bars are below the dots, as they are here, one should either be out of the market or potentially short if that's something that you do. This is actually somewhat useful. It's fairly useful in determining exits, and one of the things that I think traders might use this and benefit from is to maybe trail their stop up along the bottom of these dots. Now, you'll notice though, one of the challenges with this indicator, and by the way, you can use this on different time frames. For example, here I'm using a weekly chart. If I go back to the daily chart, but one of the things I think a lot of traders say is, well, wait a second, this would get you in and out of trends, and isn't there a way to maybe stay in more of the trend? The answer is yes. You just got to change the settings. The second thing I'll add is that this is not particularly useful during non-trending periods or sideways trends. You tend to get whipsawed a lot, and you might want to take a look at perhaps the ADX indicator. I've got a video up there as well, and you can explore that as maybe a filter of when you might be able to use this and when you might not. So I said that there was a way to actually change the settings, and so if you come into your indicator and you go to your studies and you go to your edit studies, depending upon what platform you're using, what you can do is actually change the sensitivity. And so this is really two things, the acceleration factor and the acceleration limit. So here it's set to 0.02. Let's say if I went in here and set it to 0.0075, play around with the settings here a little bit, and this one's 0.75. There's really no right or wrong input here, but just as you change these, you lessen the sensitivity. And so one of the things you can see as we go back to our screen now, and this is Apple Computer, you can notice that this actually then stayed above the dots for most of that trend. And so I tend to like to desensitize this a little bit, just as a way not to get whipsawed and to stay in trends. So how to use this? Well, one, to try and understand what the trend is, and two, this is a nice way to maybe trail up your exit, and sort of if you want to protect profits, I think this is particularly useful. So this is the Parabolic SAR, very, very quick tutorial, just kind of introducing what it is. Parabolic SAR again stands for stop and reverse, and that's how you can actually change the sensitivity. So play around with that, and good luck in your trading.